Life is Strange just wasn't made for me. I'm an old man. The main character of the story is an 18-year-old photography student with superpowers. Just because I couldn't relate doesn't mean I couldn't appreciate. Welcome to completion number 110 of the Potato Backlog project. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video for the chaos theory created Tater Raider, and let's talk about Life is Strange. Not every game is made for or meant for every gamer. That's the beauty of video games. You don't have to like or play everything out there, and it is truly okay if others like something that you don't. Life is Strange is another one from the backlog I just hadn't got around to playing. I enjoy story-driven games. If done right, games like this can leave lasting memories and amazing experiences, even if they are lighter on the actual gameplay side of things. I was a big fan of the Telltale Walking Dead series, which is similar in a way, so I was looking forward to playing Life is Strange. Going in, I really had no idea what this game was about. Life is Strange is the coming-of-age story of a young woman named Max Caulfield. She attends Blackwell Academy, which I think is a private school that focuses on photography. I'm Canadian, so I don't know if this was meant to be year one of college or university, or if this would be like the final year of high school. I don't know. The twist to the story and game happens when Max discovers she has the ability to rewind time. This is implemented as a gameplay mechanic that affects how most things play out in the game. It's also linked to story elements, gameplay elements, puzzles. It's at the center of pretty much everything. I wasn't really able to relate to the story situations that Max was finding herself in. The story is aimed at younger people. The types of issues faced early in the game weren't exactly things an old man like myself might find riveting at this point in my life. And that's okay. There are a ton of gamers out there that did connect with it. I am able to understand how friendship works. I'm able to appreciate the weight of some of the situations the characters were put in, especially early on in the story. Even though narrative-wise this may have been outside of my normal realm of things I would play, early on I was just able to appreciate how well everything was put together. The visuals had this painting come to life type look, the voice acting was top-notch, and the characters were fully realized, giving a feeling like everything in this story belonged, and it all really helped to bring it all to life. If the world and characters hadn't been so engaging right away, I don't think I would have made it much past episode 1. Life is Strange is built like an episodic choose-your-own-adventure book that you can actually interact with in real time. Max discovers her powers early on in the game, and the rewind feature reminded me of being a kid reading those choose your own adventure type of books. If I made a decision I didn't like, or one that had consequences I wasn't ready to accept, I would just go back in time and redo it. This is how I would like cheat reading the books back in the day, just go back to the page you were on and remake the decision. At first I thought this would water down the overall experience. Where would the emotional impact come in when every decision I make doesn't really have any consequences? As I played on, I realized I couldn't have been more wrong. The story is put together in a way that makes almost every decision you make hold weight, or mean something important, or affect something down the line in a meaningful way. The ability to change things or undo things that have happened to us becomes a powerful theme in the story. Just because we have the power, should we use it? Does it change who we are? In trying to make things better for ourselves, do we just end up making everything around us worse? Life is a constant stream of decision making. Being able to accept things, to grow, is to learn from the outcomes of our decisions. It's a big part of actual real life, and the game did a really good job of exploring these concepts in a really interesting and engaging way. By the end of episode 5, these things were weighing heavily on my mind, and even though the story may not have been geared towards me or my demographic, the emotional impact it left on me was definitely felt and appreciated. Life is Strange does not shy away from serious issues and subject matter that young people face in their day-to-day lives. Even almost 10 years after its release, everything here felt relevant, and I like the way the game approached and dealt with all of it. This game is targeted at a younger audience, the teen or early 20s gamer. I'm hoping with the new game releasing that gamers will go back and find this story as well, as I think the new game's main character is Max Caulfield just grown up. Maybe that one's meant for me. The 5-episode format the game originally released in worked well for the story they wanted to tell. Back in the day, you would have to wait a bit of time between episode releases, kind of like a TV show or a movie series. Each episode leaves you with some type of cliffhanger, and they tease you as to what will happen in the next episode. And I enjoyed the format. I also enjoyed that I didn't have to wait for the next one when I played it. Cliffhangers are cool, but they can be hard to wait for if you're not super patient. Each episode felt complete enough and worked well on their own, some of them more action-packed than others, understandably. There wasn't anything that felt like filler here story-wise. Everything served a purpose to get the characters where they needed to be in the end. 5 happy potato faces out of 5. Top-notch interactive storytelling that holds up in relevance and experience almost 10 years later. So check it out. Man, With that, the Backlog project rolls on. Be kind to yourselves and others that deserve it. We're on to the next one. What a weird game. Weird, awkward moments to watch when you're old in this game. Just be ready for that, I guess.